Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we kind of worked on building out roads in Midgar and Jijo here to set up tram lines that were eventually going to be used for trams, which we actually do have set up here. And they're oddly close together. And then we got some train stations put in, and our first train line and first train set up and running here. Which we have right here. We have 7 passengers on board, which is really good. But we are out of money. And so what we have to do is hope that all of our passenger lines that we currently have in place are eventually going to make enough money to offset all of our expenses, including our loan interest. And so far, the intercity bus between Insomnia, Valroyo, and Kithrup is actually making a profit. Now, these two lines are going to cannibalize each other a little bit. So it may take a little bit for these to get to profitability. But at least this is paying for our trams. Well, now it's not. Let's see, so this is getting up to like 30 some miles per hour up this hill. So what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and crank the game up to full speed, because at the moment, you know, we can't really do anything. I mean, I could take out a 500k loan to get some money in here. Well, now we're way negative. New vehicles available. And we'll see if this is going to work. Alright, well, it just dropped off some passengers, and it's not, losing quite as much money. Now it has 14 passengers on board for the return trip, and it should be able to maintain a fairly decent speed down the hill. Yeah, there it goes. Running at a high speed down this line. 61 miles an hour. So yeah, we just have a lot of time to wait. Well, we'll see if we can bring in a profit. $149,000, and that actually brought it up to profitability. How many passengers does it have now? 14 going back. And this, like, is Is the slow speed going up the hill going to be a problem? So, I think for this map, because of how hilly it is, that tractive effort, or torque, is going to be a big consideration for our trains, more than potentially speed. Unless we are able to get, significant stretches of flat track, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. It really slows down here on this particular section, because this is the steepest part of the line. How many passengers do we have waiting? 13? 14? If it's carrying 14 passengers in both directions, 15 passengers, I think that might just work. 181,000. Do we know what the average ticket price is on this? Ticket price per kilometer, 3.54 thousand. Yeah, it is significantly profitable so far this year. Let's bring in the 15 passengers back the other direction. And it's going to bring in 159,000. Yeah, this train, I think, is going to be our savior. So I'm only bringing 11 passengers on this trip. Alright, so this is showing profit. We're still losing a lot of money on this route. We just need to get these towns to grow. That's just what it is. We need to get them to grow. We need to get some passengers going here. These are all covered. As long as the residential areas stay close to the train station or close to one of our tram stations, then we'll be good there. You're bringing 11 back. You're going to have 18 passengers to pick up here. Very good. Or negative 326,000. We lost 232,000. We're showing profit for the year so far. So we're just at that particular point in the game where we need to get in the green or black. And then once we are, then we can start doing some more stuff. Because once we're pulling a consistent profit... Alright, so we made 78,000 profit last year. We're a plus 100K so far this year. So that is good. That means we're covering our loan interest. covering our expenses. Oh, both the bus lines are starting to look like they're bringing in profit. I think the problem may be out here is that everybody's all still bunched up. Which really isn't that useful. It's got 4 passengers on board. You have 4 passengers, you have 2 passengers, you have 1 passenger. Well, I mean, they are all carrying passengers for the most part. Thing is, we've got a lot of residential area over there that is not getting covered. So, if we want this to improve, what we're probably going to need to do is set up a actual, depot, not like a full-on station rather than just a stop, and start setting up the, tram loops. Though this isn't really big enough for a tram loop. But 440 the General is available. Made $149,000 profit last year. Still not enough to pull us out of the negative. Primarily because of the loan interest at the start of this year. What I could do, potentially, is get an actual station like over here and add it in as a stop in this series so that it'll pick up passengers from here and passengers from here before heading on. The thing is, I would have to borrow another 500 grand. And how much would this thing cost? 45 grand. We're still showing 13 passengers. Alright, I'm going to borrow the 500 grand. I'm going to drop this in there before we lose the money. And then we're going to grab that line right there. Okay, so it heads from here to there. So I want to put another stop in here to stop there. Right? And then after 5, we want to hit this again on its way back. So right, starts here, stops there, and then goes there, and then goes there, and then goes there, and then comes back, stops here first, and then there. So that should cover the whole town. And then eventually we can use this. Small 240. Eventually we can use this as part of the eventual tram line. And get a... We lost 200 grand. Running costs. So we didn't bring in as much profit last year. That's unfortunate. But our numbers are climbing. Passengers. Jijo has nobody on the tram. That's... And actually the Midgard tram is starting to make a profit. Slightly. But hey, green numbers are better than red numbers. Alright, we're already starting to see some passengers show up here, waiting to go. Yeah, they'll have to... It'll be guys who stop here that'll start utilizing this. So this one coming this direction should stop. Yep, there we go. That is not something I want to see right there. Train is bringing in money, and we are actually growing money. Very good. And we have bunches of passengers showing up here. Via Queens Road. Queens Road, where are you? All the way out there. I think... Wait a minute, Jijo, Midgar, Insomnia. Oh, because they're heading that direction. Right, right. Well, then that one should stop there as well. Yeah, you guys should definitely stop there as well. So, you would want to stop there after here, right? And then after there. Yes. Okay, so that should add that, stop in, increase our coverage. And we need to start thinking about the next extension to the train line, which is going to be to head to Insomnia here. and where the actual station's going to be. Oh, trying to get a line of Val Royo is going to be a pain in the butt. That's going to be a lot of bridge. That is going to be a lot of bridge. That's what I like to see right there. 495K per year profit. That train is almost starting to run full. 26 passengers waiting. The reason why the Midgard tram is making money is because the tram is running through the major residential area, which is apart from the actual train station. So they need to take the tram to get to the train station. Whereas here in Jijo, the train station is right next to the the primary residential area. So alright. So I think we are actually good here. So I'm going to go ahead and slow it down back to normal speed. And we're going to go ahead and see about putting in a station over here. Unfortunately, it kind of took most of the episode to get to this point. And the question is going to be, because this is going to come through here and is going to be running along the coast, most likely, and be coming in from the coast. Where do we want to put the station? Where can we put the station? Is going to be the big question. That is probably the real question here. Now, station lengths are still going to be meters, even though I'm using all imperial units for this series. Unable to align terrain. If I put it here, I can align terrain. And I would probably want to curve the station a little bit. Unable to align terrain. Yeah, it's going to have to be like right around here somewhere. And then what we'll do, 400,000. Can I get it cheaper? No, there was something that was 200. 289, 287. All right, there we go. There's our train station. Construction not possible. Then we'll have to do that. No, that's not what I had. It's not. There we go. That's more like what I want to do there. Okay. That would knock down a building that I don't necessarily want to knock down, but we'll have to see about that. See, here's probably going to have to be a bridge, which is gonna be pricey. $450,000. Yep, train's running full. And what we might do, I'm not sure if I want to do this or not, but once we get this train run out to Insomnia here, we may decommission this bus line and force everyone to use the trains. Because it looks like that, no, 27 want to go there. Basically, gonna have to wait for this train to make a passenger delivery, which is about to. Oh, and there's the autosave. Right as the train's pulling in. Plus 424,000. Perfect. Yep, that thing is going to be financing everything for the moment. Alright, so if I'm going to extend this, we're also going to need to double track because I am going to need to put 2 trains on here. At least. But for now, we'll just... Maybe I should use the other side and put 1 train on each? For the moment, and then once everything's in place, then we'll double track both sides, and then put them both trains on the same line. Yeah, I think that's the way we'll do that. All right, so now there is a potential that I might. Am I gonna want a port? No, we're not gonna need a port here. So the water is just gonna be here for looks and to be a feature we're gonna have to deal with. I'm fixing the slope at level. Alright, so we're going to need to cross, and we want to get on that curve there. So we're going to make sure we angle this right. So I'm not worried about making this so that shipping can get under it. $535,000 to build that bridge. There's the train. Let's get you in here. Because you're going to pay for that. Not quite. There's 30 passengers. Would I potentially be able to... No, even going upwards at maximum... We got the Bavarian car, we got the Borsig and Express Passenger 440. Let's see, if I wiggle this a little bit. Could I potentially get it down to a point where it joins up to that road? Close, but not quite. Let's see, if I demolish that, it'll remove that building for some goofy reason. Alright, fine. But there we go. Now the AI can kind of build there, and hopefully we can get some... Oh, that's ugly. But you know what? I'm not worried about it. What I'm worried about is getting some buildings, some houses up there, and getting some more people in the city. Alright, 500,000. Alright, well, this is the end of the episode. We didn't really get much built at all. But that's kind of how it's going to have to be at the beginning here. We did get some work done here. We got this guy, we put in some road, we got a station in, and we've started extending our rail line, but it's going to be slow going, at least initially, until we can get some of these guys in here. I don't think we have anything new on the coach front yet, right? I don't believe we have anything new on the coach front. No, nothing new yet. Alright. Well, we ended here. And, Midgar's growing in pretty well. If we look at our cities... Yep, Midgar and Jijo are our two most populous cities. And are we even seeing Insomnia on this list yet? No. Insomnia's way down here still. But, yeah, it's coming along. Starting to see some construction. Okay, so... we'll go ahead and end the episode here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.